my fig orchard. We're going to take a little look around. We're going to talk about the Smith fig. I have a scale, something to collect some of the figs in. I have 3 Smith fig trees. One of them is in a container, the other are in the ground, and we'll see the difference. So it's been a great year for my garden. Have some leftover spaghetti squash. And my row of figs, I have them all on automatic drip system. Actually putting out a little too much water. I gotta adjust these. There's some figs are ready to go. I gotta do a big collection this morning. So, this is my Smith fig tree. It's not looking too great. It's been knocked over a few times. I don't have any figs on it currently. I just got a few, and the animals got a couple, you can see. But I recommend putting these in the ground, as we'll see in a few minutes. So this is my row of my fig cuttings I grew from this year. This is actually a ficus. It's a rock fig tree. I also grew a pomegranate from a cutting this year too. This is a Parfianca, I believe. I just hooked all these up to drip systems so I don't have to water every day, save myself a whole lot of time. This is one of my favorites. Had a couple early I talked about this in the other video. This is the cherry cordell. And I'll have some late season figs from this tree too. There's a bunch on it, ready to start working to get ripe. Have some avocado trees. It's actually 2nd year, and I have some nice avocados on them too. It's really exciting. It's a Haas. I have some nice big avocados on there. You can see them hiding in there. So let's go find our Smith tree. Oh, and I also tried something for the birds this year. I made a perimeter out of this bird tape. Seems to work pretty well. Right now I'm still battling the squirrels and the Japanese beetles, but this has kind of kept the birds off my figs for the most part. So I have 2 other Smith fig trees I put in the ground. They're doing really good. And I really love this fig. I see a ripe one here, almost ripe. Yeah, the Japanese beetles are really swarming right now. I've been going out every day to try to get rid of these guys because they're really taking out a lot of figs. I had some perfectly ripe ones. Ooh, see a little honey coming off. So take that one. Might be a little early, a little latex coming out. Let's see if we can find a perfectly ripe one. Is this a squishy one? I got a little honey coming out. I'll take that one. And let's look on the other tree. So this tree is about 8 or 9 feet tall right now. It's very fast growing. Strange, the first year cutting, I didn't get any fruit. The 2nd year in the pot, I only got 1 or 2 fruit, and they're very small. And the 3rd year, I put them in the ground, and this is actually the 4th year for these trees. You get this really beautiful kind of cracked look on the outside. This isn't a great example of them, but we'll look on the other tree. This is the panache fig. I have some ones that are almost ready to go. Actually, I'm gonna peel this one. Nope. It's hard to tell when these are ripe because they stay kind of hard on the outside and they have this kind of a tough skin on the outside, which is nice because it kind of keeps them protected from the birds. And I want that one there. And this is Smith. See, it does a squirrel. You can tell the squirrels because it's really eating the whole fig. Where the birds just kind of pack a little hole in one side. Let's see. Oh, it's a shame on this one. Oh, this is a great one here. I picked out a little bit, but I'll still take that one. It's a nice size. You can see this really beautiful kind of cracked look it has on the outside. And I was really surprised this year when I tasted my first couple figs that came out because they were so good. When I cut them open, they have this beautiful little pool of honey inside. Here, I'll go this way. See, I'm trying everything to keep the birds away. My little scarecrow. Oh, check this thing out. This is a Texas blue giant. Look how big. Look how big these figs are. So this is the Smith next to this thing. I'll do a video about these. The fruits are massive. Actually, let me take one and we'll weigh it. I'm really curious how much these things weigh. I haven't weighed any. Let me find one. Yeah. Look at this thing. I want to see how big this boy is. So this, the Texas Blue Giant, I have 114 grams. And oh, this one has a little bit of rot inside. I have this problem with this fig. I think because it's so big and it has a really big eye. I get a lot of them that are rotten. And let's try this beautiful Smith fig. Do that beautiful kind of crackling around the side. Let's see. Weighs about. Okay, let's try that again. Let's try this beautiful Smith fig. Weighs 50 grams. It's a nice medium-sized fig. Cut it open. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm gonna try to get real close to the camera. You see all the juice and the honey just kind of floating there. It's so good. I get so many that are just like this, and I really love this fig. And let's cut this one open. It's picked out a little bit, but I don't care. Oh yeah, same thing. This big, juicy fig. It's kind of light red. Look gorgeous. Okay, here we go. Smith fig. One of my favorites, especially for this year. So good. You can probably hear the seeds crunch. Probably medium high sweetness. So good. So in conclusion, I think the Smith fig is a really, really solid fig. If you're looking for a great growing fig, it tastes really good. You can make preserves out of it, eat it fresh, not too sweet. It's a really, really excellent choice. They root very well. All of the cuttings that I've grown had no problems at all rooting and growing really fast. So definitely look for the smooth fig. It's really worth your time.